Hello, hello. Good day, good day. Just another day, giving my update on semen retention. Nothing much has happened today, other than what I can say is that one of my good friends, my boy, we had a discussion today, and he asked me, yes, like how things were going, and for me, the way how he asked it, he was asking for like a deep response. And the way how I responded, because he wanted to know, like, okay, was the decision I made um, when I broke up with my ex, um, how is that going for me? Because he knows like how I feel. He's the one who gets the raw um, information of me. Like that's who I be most vulnerable with in this point in time in my life. So he's definitely like a confidant type of dude. And just explaining to him like he asked me do I have any regrets. Tell him I don't have any regrets. The feeling does come. The feeling does come of me, you know. The feeling comes of like knowing like what I did it for, why I broke up with her. Like she might never understand I did it from a place of love, and that's okay. Cause in that place of love, sometimes you have to sacrifice in order to be able to give someone the best possible future. Even if maybe you're not in it, you're hoping you're gonna be in it because you don't fall in love with that person. But sometimes you have done some things, spiritual stuff might have been open, like you might have crossed certain lines that it needed to be done in such a way where together wouldn't have been profitable. So no, I told him the more deeper, realer aspects about it. And he was just reminding me, I understand that and I feel what you're going through type vibe. But it's like, buddy, you realize if you didn't do that, you wouldn't have been here now doing the SR thing. And I was like, that's true. Though it hurts, though bouncing around like probably have times of feeling lonely. I One of the great things that has come, and there's many great things, but one of the significantly great things that has come from like that sacrifice of love is SR. And I wouldn't share too much on the relationship just out of respect for her. I know the type of person she is. So just in case of any, I'm sure I should never see this video, but just in case, you never know, someone else can see the video, it's sent to her. By any chance, I don't want to still respect the type of person she is and what she meant to me. No, so I won't go too deep into that. But SR is definitely like, it has definitely like showed me, like it made me even more grateful for her. Like even though in that time I wasn't able to love and to be the person, I was more of the toxic person in that relationship. I don't want to give the excuse, but I was the toxic person in that. And there was a lot of things she was showing to me that's like now being on SR, like wow, like she was showing me so much things. She was giving me so much game, and I always knew she was giving me game. But now, like being honest, I like so much truth was coming from it. I just wasn't in a proper place to receive it. So it's definitely like amazing to understand that like so much seeds has been planted and now they're getting watered now. So definitely amazing. So I contribute that to SR. That there has been a lot of seeds that has been planted, seeds that probably were are going to be and has been and will be beneficial towards me. And because it has been beneficial towards me, I think now, just like the tree, just like the tree, peeing on it and just watching it flourish. So it's being watered. I think the golden life force of the semen retention, it isn't just because we are creatures that God created from the dust of the earth, that we still have that connection to the earth. So when our bodies are right, it helps play in tune with the earth as well. So I think it as those good seeds was planted in my life, and I can physically see, how semen retention is working on a physical plane. Those seeds that was planted in a spiritual plane through words and good deeds and love gifts that was sown into my life. That was, I couldn't see it then, but through now it's being grown now. So I definitely appreciate SR for that. What I do think with SR too is deepening. I always thought I was a person who loved deep, sentimental type of guy, type of heart. I always question the type of heart I have, why I'm so damn sentimental. My family, people around me are not sentimental. Why I was selected to have the sentimental heart. Besides the point, grateful for it, learning how to move with it and to make the best of it. It's my story, and I'm not gonna, one thing SR has allowed me to know is I'm not gonna devalue the type of gifts I have been given. Like the sower, like in the scriptures, Christ talk about this guy, who gave some, I guess like three of his servants some talents. One was 10, one was 5, one was 1. And he went on a journey, and when he came back, the one who had 5 increased it to 10. The one who had 3 increased it, or he had 5, he increased it to, 5 increased it to 10, 3 increased it on to 6, and the one who had 1 was so afraid of losing it, he just buried it until the guy came back. And he blessed every one of those ones who had increased down to 10 and a 3, and the one who had 1, he was like, but you wicked, what have you done? You didn't even like try to increase the talent I gave you. You just buried it. So here's the funny thing. Talks about the guy kicked him out and disciplined him, threw him away, and gave that 1 talent, he gave it to the one who had more. I'm thinking, when I heard the one who had more, the one who had most, the one who had 10 received another one. So with that said, I'm not gonna be the one to downplay the gifts I have. So anyway, that's me logging in. Hope it helps somebody. My contribution, 15, 16 days. I'll put it inside the thing.